Welcome to Audrey Thoughts with Audrey Scott. I am Audrey Scott. We're lit. It's Thanksgiving just happened. Great grand old time. I ate no turkey this year, but DMT is amazing. I will say that. Yeah, Rebecca's behind the camera right now, but I got to see Rebecca lit on Molly for the first time, so that was fucking fun. I really liked that. She was so happy to see me. I just walk in, and she's like, "Oh my god!" And I was like, "Oh, he's."
We manifested.
That was crazy. I can't believe there's gravy with mushrooms in it. That's wild. I want to start on so this literally happened to me yesterday. I was at work. I was at Jimmy John's, and there's this kid that walks in, and most I don't know. This kid was very, very pale, had very short hair, glasses, looked autistic. And when I say that, it might have been Tourette's or whatever sensory disability the microplastics they consumed caused. But either way, they came up to me during the lunch rush and they're like, I need food. I need a feed. And I'm like, what do you need? And they're like, there's a crow outside. I need chicken. And I'm like, you need... And it took every bone in my body to keep from just laughing my fucking ass off, just losing my shit. But I gave the fucker ham because at least I'm not gonna give the grackle, which was not even a crow, a fucking piece of chicken. Not that they probably don't consume chicken already. It's just I don't want to add to that. I don't want to fuel that. Add fuel to the flame of cannibalism. What is that? What would you say? That's more fucking your second cousin, or eating your because it's not direct cannibalism. It's not a grackle eating a grackle. It's it's still fucked up though.
It's
it's. I think it's less fucked up for a fucking crow to eat ham.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could have just given it lettuce or bread. Hear me out. I'm at a sandwich shop. You fucking idiot. That's what's wrong with the modern public education system of America now. Everyone's eating plastic. They're shaving their heads because there's hashtag schizo as a trend on TikTok. And now you're coming into a fucking sandwich place where we have endless amounts of bread. And you ask me for a bird to feed another fucking bird. And it was because they looked, and glasses used to be a sign of intellect in a way. They're so good at reading. Their eyes are fizzling out quicker than the other students. So this kid was so stupid. You have glasses. You look like you would know about birds. That is not a crow. And you want to feed it chicken. Granted, they look like they've never gone outside in their lives. And but Jesus Christ, there's so many books on birds and bird calls. And I know you have the internet. I know you have the internet because you wouldn't look like that if you weren't on TikTok. And I know autism is real. That's why it's a spectrum. I've never said it wasn't real. There's just too much of it right now. I'm tired. I'm fucking tired of how much autism there is.
It's in the water.
It's in the vaccine. Yeah. Oh my God. But on another note, 2 days ago, Derek Chauvin was he was stabbed in prison in medium security. And his mom is really upset about it. I just looked up an article to see any updates on the stabbing. They said he might live. So that's the only... It says Derek Chauvin expected to survive. And that's all. They didn't call his parents. They didn't call his family. They didn't call his attorney. They didn't say shit. They have no answers as to how this even fucking happened. Getting pretty close to the trials, though. It's always a good timing, right? Everything's timed so perfectly. But I don't really care. It is fucked up that, if I was his mom, I'd want to find out about my son being stabbed and being sent to a hospital. That's pretty fucked up. Yeah. And it is pretty ballsy to have him in medium security. Mm-hmm. Surrounded by a lot of other people that might not be white and might not really enjoy what he has been accused of doing. Mm. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty dangerous. They know what they're fucking doing. I wonder what else has happened to him that people haven't talked about.
Mm-hmm.
Or I wonder if he was always, why was he, Derek Chauvin, high security? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why he was in. Yeah, okay, so he was moved from solitary confinement to medium security back in 2022.
Hmm.
Let's see why. Yeah, he was in a 10 by 10 foot cell until August of 2022. Didn't seem like a good idea, though. Doesn't really seem like a good idea. Someone who has caused so many, an event that caused global riots, and you're gonna put him in medium security? Nah, dude. It's all stupid. It's all dumb. But speaking of dumb, Xi Jinping, San Francisco, got rid of all the homeless people when he visited, to make it look good. And it made me think of ACL in Austin and when they just ripped everyone off the streets to make it look good temporarily. So I just like, I don't know why I care about this a lot, but the homeless thing is really interesting to me, especially in Austin, because when I first moved here in summer of 2021, Proposition B was implemented, and that was implemented a month before I moved here.
What is it?
As of 2022, oh wait, Prop B. Wait, I had Prop B written down.
Let's see if I can.
Homeless people have been told they can only legally camp at a site, and it's about camping. It's illegal to camp publicly camp as of fucking May of 2021. But that was the same time where like all these other states were moving in all of their homeless people here. And then because of the funding of the police department here, there's not enough people to take care of the violence and the over saturation of homeless people now. All the fucking homeless shelters are filled up. Yeah, there was this one campsite in Southeast Austin. It's called Camp Esperanza, and they were like, the cops were telling the homeless people, "You got to go to this campsite." And then when the fucking homeless people finally get to the campsite, the owners of the campsite were like, "We are like triple capacity right now." They couldn't fit everyone there because they're also renovating buildings as well. So it's an odd problem, and it's interesting because like some people do choose to be homeless. I mean, a lot of them do.
Right.
But the system put into place about with benefiting them too with some of these shelters, like they have to be sober from drugs, alcohol. Oh my god, I gotta get tissue.
Oh yeah, I'll grab one.
Thank you. I woke up and my throat was itchy. I think you got me sick from last week. How long were you sick for?
Me?
Yeah. How long were you under the weather?
Probably 4 days.
Okay. It's fine. Everyone's getting a little cold right now. Leo had it too. Yesterday, I was like, "How are you?" He's like, "I'm sick," and I'm like, "Why are you this close to my face?" And like, it's fine. I feel like
We learned nothing from COVID. We should have been wearing our masks.
I just feel like it's like kindergarten. Like the fucking comedy scene has the same amount of germs as an elementary school. It's just.
I've been sick so much more than I usually am since I've come here. And
I need to take more vitamin C.
We're all sharing the
supplements.
same mic too, and they never wash them. That could be part of it.
That is so fucking true.
So
Like I know someone who has been covered in human shit and came back to a mic and touched that microphone.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about.
I told Swiggy about that story last night, and we were just dying. Could you just picture, coming back or like going home, just covered
I think
in
you
shit?
need to tell the listeners, loop them in.
All right, I'm not gonna name any names, but there is a comedian a few weeks ago who was really, really drunk. And when they were signing up for Kill Tony, I was like telling the staff, I was like, "Yo, I think he's a little too lit." And they're like, "Oh, whatever." And I was warning them, like, I know this guy.
Yeah.
He's lit as fuck. And then a few hours later, he ends up shitting himself. And he's just like, I didn't see it, but my friend works works at Shakespeare's, and this guy's covered in shit, and he decides to go home, clean the shit off of his body, and come back and do the mic later at the same place, and they let him back in. Like, how do you miss that? How do you
new clothes, right?
Yeah. Oh dear God! If it was the same clothes, I would throw him off the stairs. Like, I would just fucking the delusional dexterity of these, like, the motivation to be like, oh man, like, I'm covered in fucking shit, but I got to get back out there and do my 4 fucking minutes because it's make it or fucking break it on a Monday night. Just shitting yourself. Fuck. Not again, dude.
Oh.
I cannot believe you would come back out to the same place too.
Oh, I know. Yeah. I wouldn't be able to.
I wouldn't go back out.
I'd have to leave the state.
I would have to leave the world. Like,
I would simply pass away.
I would pass away in my own puddle of shit. Like, just like, all right, this is it. Like, I tried comedy.
I mean, you shared the mic with him, so like maybe I'm not the one.
I did not touch that fucking. I think I went up before him, thankfully. But then my friend told me about this after he came back, and I was like, because I didn't know where he went, but the fact that he came back, he's like eating when he came back. And like, well, clean the shit off my body. It was, you know what? I don't wish him. Like, just stop. Don't do that. Don't shit on yourself. And
we wish him well.
Yeah, I really do. Like that's sad, dude. Mm-hmm. But it hasn't happened since, to my knowledge. And if it does happen again, I don't want to fucking know about it.
If that's a repeat offense, that's crazy. I think hopefully that was a learning lesson.
I don't think he learned anything. He came back.
I mean, maybe he just wanted to brush it over.
I know. And I mean, no one knew until until my friend told me.
Yeah.
So at least he was stealthy about it, I guess.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, so back to the homeless thing.
Yeah, so back to being homeless.
Holy shit. Yeah, some people just choose this lifestyle. And I was going to say something.
Not everyone wants to work at,
No, it's pretty fun. I feel like being homeless is like a little silly video game. It is like, need food now, collect coins, you know?
They make bank, I think, honestly.
We had this homeless lady named Miss Lisa back in Roanoke, Virginia, and fucking love that lady. I might send her this video. She watches my shit a lot. And she had this walker she would like roll around in and shit. Or like one with the bench and stuff, but it wasn't like a full wheelchair. And she would loan out money to like service industry people downtown and stuff. We were all friends. Like when I had my boyfriend back home, she'd be like, "Where your husband at?" And like just like fuck around with people. She was like a really sweet person and a very compassionate person. And we had a Greyhound bus station back in our little town in Virginia, and it would take people to the Mission. People would hear about this like homeless shelter called the Mission, and what sucks about it is like you had to be sober, you couldn't smoke. Mm-hmm. What else? That was about it. You had to be sober and shit. But it's like the amount of people that judge homeless people. And I was talking to someone. Shout out to Gabe. I met him the other night at Creek, at Roscoe's the other night. The amount of people that are addicts that are judging people with like so little to begin with that are really trying to reverse their lives. Like there just aren't enough opportunities. I know someone running for governor or something in California, he was talking about repurposing malls and turning them into shelters and actually giving people like a chance to sober up if they want to, like, just helping people out, because withdrawals are a real thing. And really the rehab system doesn't even work for people with my fucking money. Nevertheless, like someone who has been living on the fucking streets for God knows how long and used to a different lifestyle for so long, you're just ripping, like, it's not just about the drugs, but it's about the entire environment being flipped around, and it takes a whole support system. And I think a lot of people just lack compassion. But it's about a happy medium too. It's just we don't have the staff to be able to deal with the numbers of the homeless. I don't know. I don't know what it's about. I mean, it's all about love, dude. It's all about everything should be about love. I'm so gay. Ever since I've been in a relationship, I was just smiling all of yesterday. I was writing this, getting all upset about like how many homeless people are dying and shit. Oh my god! But speaking of that, some of them like they're ruthless. They're the strongest people I've ever met in my life. Like my friend was joking the other day. I'm like, I just think they spawn, like they respawn and shit. Cause like, how do y'all survive all winter? And it's like just show up again. They're
all
like
2 days of winter in Austin.
Oh no, it's gonna be a harsh one this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're gonna. I mean, I remember right when winter of 21/22. It was like 17 degrees in the warehouse sometimes, but that's not Canada degree or.
Well, homeless people do die if they don't get in a shelter in Canada.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about my OG
freezes.
staple characters that I've seen for years.
No,
like,
I wonder. They may die, right? Like if it is a cold winter. Like,
but they haven't. I'm saying there's certain people
Yeah.
I've seen for these like
Yeah.
3 winters now that
Yeah,
are just invincible.
it's just maybe not as intense.
And maybe they do hide, like maybe they do have they hide. They
Yeah,
go to seek
somewhere.
shelter and shit, and they find something. But
Squat
I'm impressed.
somewhere.
I'm truly impressed.
Yeah, yeah.
There's this one lady. She's diaper lady. I call her diaper lady. Everyone knows diaper lady. Have you seen diaper lady?
I do not know.
You're a lucky lady for not knowing diaper lady. Diaper lady. It was like my first week out here, and she's just sitting on the sidewalk around the corner from Creek, and there's like a puddle of her own fluids. Not sure exactly. I didn't look too hard, but it smelled like piss. Yeah. And she's bald, and she's sitting in a soggy diaper, and she's using scissors to cut her hair, and she doesn't have any hair to cut. Oh. And like her scalp was coming off of her head.
She was cutting her scalp?
She's cutting the skin off of her head.
Ooh.
It was pretty...
Is that meth? No, that is it? That's
no, I mean, I feel like there's a lot of difference to like no matter what the drug is, and I can't always diagnose what drug people are on, but it's also about like mental illnesses mixed with maybe fentanyl in their meth, in their crack. No matter, I don't fucking know. I don't know. Maybe they hit their head too many fucking times. Like I have no idea. It's just so fucking sad. I remember there's this other lady. Boy, is she aggressive. She likes to get naked and like run after people and shit. Yeah. Her tits go to her knees and they will swing. Like they can be used as weapons for sure.
So is she a big girl too? Or is she just big boob?
She's probably about maybe a little taller than me.
But like
and like a little fatter.
Okay.
She's just fucking aggressive as shit.
It's not that just mostly boob.
She's just an angry fucking lady. And she just followed me around, acting nice, pretending to be nice so she can get what she wants. And when you say no, she just fucking leashes out at you. And she asked me for a cigarette. I'm like, no, I'm sorry. And then I see her again. I say, no, I'm sorry. Third time, finally, I give her a fucking cigarette. And then she gives it back to me. She's like, this ain't menthol. And I'm like...
She's picky. I had a homeless guy do that. I went to buy him...
Yeah, they love menthols, yeah.
I wanted to buy him McDonald's because he said he wanted McDonald's. And then he said, 3 meals. And then it was like $70 or $60 or something. And I was like, Jesus. Like it just ended up being so expensive. And I was like, this is not what I intended to do.
Yeah, right.
I don't know when McDonald's got so expensive.
Dude, McDonald's is getting expensive. Taco Bell's still the OG. Taco Bell's still like reasonably priced in my opinion.
But
thankfully.
I mean, everyone, yeah, it's interesting with the homeless situation. They have to find, in some areas they've found them homes and just put homes together and made it work. But why were they sent here, do you think?
Because of our laws.
Oh,
it's because of our laws. They're a little more tolerant of homeless people.
Okay.
There are groups of people that don't agree with the city laws for Austin homelessness, and so there's a certain group by the name of wait, I got it here somewhere.
But they
Save Austin Now.
okay.
They're relatively. I don't know. I wouldn't say they're all conservative people, but it is like a group of people that tries to kind of get rid of the homeless issue, and certain people. And this is just based on like people's opinions from people I have asked about who are locals in Austin. Some people consider them to be very hateful and aggressive, and usually people that say that are a little more left leaning. And then people I've talked to who are relatively moderate have said that they're just, someone's got to crack down, especially when we do not have a really good infrastructure for the multitude.
What does cracking down entail, though? Just like,
let's see,
just murder?
I don't know, because it sounds pretty
Genocide?
scary. I know. That's what it fucking sounds like.
Get rid of the root of the problem. They just like give everyone vasectomies and put them in one location forever.
Save Austin Now is a nonpartisan citizens group dedicated to Austin's quality of life. After dedicating 2 years to reversing the disastrous deregulation of homeless encampments, we're just getting started. We've worked on reversing bad city council policies and providing real solutions to issues like the deregulation of camping, out of control crime after defunding law enforcement, and endlessly skyrocketing property taxes.
But what are the solutions?
All right, meet our board. We got Cleo Petricek, the co-founder, a native Texan and Austin Democratic Party activist. Petricek, we're just going to call him that, has worked in the community as a probation officer and supervisor. She has started the highly successful SAFE project in South Austin in 2019 and co-funded this. Then we have Joel McNew, president of Safe Horns, a parent organization at UT.
Do you think they actually spend any money solving the problem, or is it like Black Lives Matter organization where they just have mansions?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't trust them. I don't like this website. There's really not much information at all. It's very fucking vague.
I mean, who knows? They might be doing
It's a
something
PAC. PAC. Where's her blog? I don't really trust anything.
Hard thing to solve. People are going to become more and more homeless too.
Yeah. I don't know how to solve anything, but that's okay. I think it's about it's hard to set up boundaries, especially because like we're downtown all the time. Like I had the same guy ask me for money 5 times yesterday, and finally I just told him like, dude, you've asked me 5 fucking times in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then there's another one right after that, and another one right after that. So it's easy to lose compassion and shit.
Right.
But I would say if you could do anything, donate directly. Give someone sweaters. Like make sure people are warm during the winter. I'm gonna start doing that again as well. I used to do it back in DC, but this winter, let's donate and do it directly. Don't necessarily give it to a place. It's easier to just give it to the person because then you know it's going to the right place. Give people food. Be nice. You never know. Like they're obviously going through a lot, so maybe just being nicer will help fix something a little bit. It is the holidays. Happy Honda Days. Happy Toyota-thon. The world is fucked, but you can still feed chicken to a crow. See you soon.
Happy Thanksgiving.
God, I am getting